Texas A&M, Michigan. Nightmare matchup for the Wolverines. Sound familiar?
I told myself I would take off my headphones once I heard nightmare matchup. Took 2 seconds.
Oh, is this not a nightmare matchup?
No, honestly, dog, we're both grown men with fathers. Who the fuck has nightmares anymore?
I have so many nightmares every single night.
So do I, and they all have that Texas Tech team in it. But anyways, this is
Mine have a skinny version of you in them.
well, that sounds like more like a dream, honestly. But look,
It's
I
my
think
nightmare.
we
Your
we
ego
picked.
would go so through the roof.
Yeah, dog. I'm not. Yeah. I wouldn't listen to you more than I don't listen to you
I
now for sure.
know.
So, anyways, I'm not gonna let you pull this. People are saying this is a nightmare matchup thing or like that type of tone when you yourself formulated to me that you did not want to see Texas A&M.
Yeah, I was rooting hard for you.
Yeah. So did that change when Trey Donaldson took a pull-up three with 16 seconds on the shot clock? Is that what
No,
this
I
is?
don't want to see Texas A&M. But I
What you
do, I also simultaneously want to see them.
that's not allowed.
You don't get it, but it's real. I'm just being honest with you about where I'm at as a Michigan fan right now. I told you this in the recap, but like Michigan, good. Michigan, problematic. Not that good. Michigan, champs. This season's objectively a success. We keep doing the shit everyone says we can't do. Feed me the things we can't do. Line me up with more things we can't do. Tell me I can't swim, I'll swim. Tell me I can't jump, I'll jump. Tell me I can't cook, I'll cook. That's what I want to do right now. And they say I can't rebound, Cart. They say my team can't box out. They say my team with two 7-footers. By the way, how big is Texas A&M Center?
Like 6'8".
6'8" last time I checked. They told me that my 7-footers can't box out. The same 7-footers who beat Maryland by out rebounding them by 29 rebounds a week ago. Derek Queen, can he rebound? Julian Reese, can he rebound?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't rebound. It's a different type of test because A&M is the best rebounding team in the sport. They have been for 3 years. I have nothing but respect for them. I love the way this team plays. They are the toughest team in college basketball. And the only team that is even in the same stratosphere toughness wise to A&M that Michigan has seen this year is Michigan State, and we're 0-2, and neither game was particularly close. So,
Did that scare you in this case?
yes.
Okay, just making sure. Also, with this ring light like this, it makes it look like I got eyeballs right now. It's really late. Um, Look, I, quick question, just answer it yes or no. Is Michigan a bad rebounding team
Yes. On one end.
on the offensive end? Yes, is that what you're saying?
No, on the defensive end.
I'm sorry, defensive end, like preventing offensive rebounds, they are bad.
Yes. And that's A&M's bread and butter and more bread and more butter.
See, and this is where it confuses me, and I try to find answers here because you can zone against A&M given how they shoot, but then consequently it makes it harder to box out of the zone. So like I don't know. Like I think that when you do the whole matchup thing though at the same time, there is no 7-footer, right? Pharrell Payne is 6'9". Is that the tallest? Why are these guys so good at offensive rebound? They really are just some dogs. They really
Tenacious
just go get
dogs,
it.
physical strength, the way it's coached. I've not truly nothing but respect for A&M.
Yeah, I mean, it's we talk about it like they're just some like really good off. They get back 42% of their shots that they
Yeah.
miss, and they miss a lot.
Yeah. Now here's my
Crazy.
question for you.
Hmm.
Two questions.
Hmm.
Do you think that Michigan's rebounding woes on the defensive end are a trait of them actually being bad at that or just like complacency, going through the motions? Like they're capable of doing this when they decide to, or are they not capable of doing it?
Well,
Because Danny is objectively a great rebounder.
Yeah, I think Danny is a great rebounder, but I think, I was actually gonna look up how many how many rebounds did Danny have that game when y'all had at home against Illinois? Because my theory is that y'all are until you guys morph into like lackadaisical Danny and the rest of the team just doesn't grab rebounds.
So that Illinois game, though, because I agree. I sat there in person. I watched Illinois 19
Yeah, like
offensive
that he
rebounds.
had 5 boards that game.
He only played 25 minutes. He had 5 turnovers. I think what happened in that game, as much as it was just getting dominated on the boards, I thought Michigan let their frustrations offensively impact everything else they did.
Hmm.
And they haven't been that frustrated in this Big Ten tournament run because Donaldson's having fun again. Roddy Gale's playing good again. Like that was the whole cause. In that Illinois game, Roddy Gale was unplayable. Reuben Jones was horrible. And Danny Wolf was really frustrated and devastated. And
Hmm.
that is all flipped back to a positive sense. And like I said, we have seen this Michigan team dominate a good rebounding team in the last week. So I tend to think like this current version of Michigan won't get eviscerated. They're still going to lose the boards. But the question is rebounds in this game like turnovers in the last game? Because I said in the preview of UCSD, they're going to lose turnovers, but you can't beat Michigan off turnovers alone. You got to do some other shit. And I think that played true. UCSD didn't do enough other shit to win that game. I don't know if I feel the same about rebounds. I think you can beat Michigan just punking them on rebounds. But is Michigan up to stop that from happening or not?
The answer that comes to my head is no, but it's not anything, but it's more like an inkling that I have, I guess. Like, I know they turned a corner, and a lot of that has to do with guys playing well. Also, I just think like mentally, there's been a corner kind of change. Like, I feel like Trey Donaldson has taken on this role of being like a I'm here role. Like, I got us. Like, I'll go coast to coast for a layup. I will take this shot. I will make this play. Um, but there's still a part of me that doesn't like trust what would happen if this team gets punched in the mouth, kind of, if that makes sense.
Well, that's most definitively true about Michigan. If you get punched in the mouth, they fold.
So Texas A&M punches people in the mouth.
Texas A&M is also capable of shooting 1 for 30 from three,
They are, but
which
they
Michigan has been really good defensively lately.
but they might get them back.
What do you think Michigan does defensively? Because they switched everything against San Diego. I could see them employing that here.
Hmm.
Basically, like, let's just cut off penetration, switch everything, force these dudes to make shots one on one from the outside. Can they? I don't know that that's A&M's game. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Does Michigan still susceptible to the NBA guard thing or league level guard?
A&M doesn't have one.
Well, every like once in a blue moon, Wade Taylor becomes like this like Infuego guard. He won't do it, but like there's a 2% chance.
Yeah, this may come back to bite me. I'd like to go on record in saying that Wade Taylor is not at the level of the guys that have torched Michigan.
That's safe to say. I'm willing to say that. I was just a simple question there. Um,
We struggle with NBA guards.
I
We
feel
don't
like
struggle with Wade Taylors.
I would say zone, given how this team shoots, but also like I said, it's hard to rebound out of a zone.
Can't
So
zone.
so
Can't zone.
I think you just switch. I think they got a bunch of guys that are 6'6", and you can. I think I would feel comfortable just switching.
Is Michigan a nightmare matchup for A&M? Because I know it's a bit at this point that we're saying that term, but I truly do admit this. A&M is the worst possible matchup for Michigan in this round. Other than like, oh, we played a 1 seed, which wasn't going to happen. This is the worst matchup you could get in a 4-5 game if you're Michigan. Kind of feel like they might be the same for A&M though.
I'm trying to think like who would we equate like an SEC version of y'all?
I don't know. Like the shot profile is Bama.
Yeah, let's not. I don't want to do that exercise anymore. Um,
Why is that?
'Cause that'd be comparing Michigan to Bama.
And you think that's not a fair thing to do?
No, like playing style. You mean like playing style wise?
The shots they take, the shots they give up are very similar. It's Nate Oates ball, it's Dusty May ball.
Okay, I guess that's fair to say. Um,
Take threes, take dunks, force the other team into mid range. That's the philosophy.
that would constitute y'all winning this game. Then I think.
Alabama beat A&M, but like you said, Alabama's better. They got 27 from Mark Sears in a game they won by 6.
Mhm. Yeah. It's gonna take one of the guards to step. Actually, I don't know. You're gonna need Danny to be Danny, but also you can't depend on Danny. But I think you're
Whoa,
gonna what?
can't?
You tell me you always tell me you can't.
Well, what are you asking for? 20? You
No,
can depend on Danny to be Danny,
no, not
but if
20, but like just
they can get a great Danny game for sure. I think you're right in saying Michigan needs to depend on a great Danny game.
I think Danny has been since that Maryland game in the Big Ten. Is it in the Big Ten tournament? No, since the Maryland game which y'all lost, I think he's been good.
He's had 2 straight stinkers.
See, that's what I don't understand. Are those stinkers or those not stinkers? Because early on in the year, I would hear like eight, he gave you still 8 and 8.
I don't think that's right.
Okay.
I mean, is that going back? Do you have to go all the way back to November for the last time Danny had 3 straight games in single digit scoring? He's got 2 right now. That's very rare that Danny goes back to back games with 8 and 9 points.
Got you.
He's not a take over 20 guy, but like 4 for 11 and 3 for 8 is not great,
I might
especially because
just,
a lot of the shots he's missing are layups.
yeah, I just might not have a good read on this Michigan team, to be fair. I don't
What
know
is your read?
I don't know what to make of y'all.
We're just lucky.
Not even that. Like, I just think I think your guards are making plays right now. I think overall though they stink.
Okay.
So like I think they're gonna stink in this Texas A&M game, and you're still gonna win because I think Danny and Vlad are just going to dominate the game.
You really think the guards stink?
Yes.
Saying a month ago, Donaldson's won us games and Burnett stinks?
No, Burnett doesn't stink. And
That seems harsh.
Donaldson has made big plays.
I mean, okay. What guards on your team don't stink? Just so I have this correct.
What guards don't stink?
Yeah, you got a great backcourt. What guards stink and what ones don't on your team?
I think everyone stinks besides Jace.
You think you have 3 guards that stink?
Yeah,
The Michigan State backcourt has 3 guards that stink.
probably. Actually, Trey's been pretty good these past 4 games, I guess.
Has
So
he?
I guess yeah, it's not a month ago. It is not a month ago. Trey's different now.
Well, the season he's averaging 12 and 4, 38% from 3. I don't think that stinks.
Yeah, but would you say he had like a stretch where he was inconsistent, correct?
Had a stinky month.
Yeah,
Him and Roddy and Ruben were all broken.
and they
Since then,
got it
it
out.
appears that Trey and Roddy have unbroken, and Ruben is still Ruben.
So they got it out of their system.
Maybe,
Which
but
brings me
A&M
back
can
to
get you right back in your system.
which brings me back to this. I don't know this Michigan team. I don't
I
think
don't think anybody does.
I'm being dead ass. I truly don't think I don't know.
All right,
So
before we do predictions,
because in my head, last thing here, I truthfully don't think that y'all are. I think that y'all are
you're not
good.
afraid of us.
No,
That's the best way to summarize it for you.
yeah,
Whether you think we're good, anything else, objectively, there are very good players on this team. You are not afraid of them,
yes.
which is fine. I want it that way.
but maybe I should be now because the last month they've been good.
No, don't be.
Don't be? Just keep it this way.
I don't think anybody should be afraid of us, man. I think UC San Diego got the perfect matchup against us. I think A&M got the perfect matchup again. I think we were dead coming into that. There's nothing. This team's got nothing left. Want to get to predictions?
Love to.
Who quickly? What are the best five players that could be on the floor in this game together if you combine both rosters?
I'd probably go.
Like, do Vlad and Danny both take Preston over A&M bigs?
Yeah, I think so.
Even though A&M's the best rebounding front court in the world,
Yeah,
we're taking Michigan's two bigs over them.
yeah, I think so. I'll go.
I don't even need the rest of your answer. Let's get to predictions.
Oh, okay. You
It's
go
fine.
ahead first.
Okay. I got A&M.
You can't do that.
It's a nightmare matchup, man.
Oh my God.
I'm serious. You can look in my bracket, everything. I picked A&M to win this game.
So why we just go through that dance?
Because I want to make it known, much like you're saying, I'm not afraid.
Okay, I got you.
I am not afraid of A&M, but I'm picking A&M.
Got you.
But we can win this game.
I'm gonna play this game here. I was just about to pick A&M, but I was about to pick A&M by 2 points. But Michigan wins games by 2 points. So I'll take Michigan. I think this is ugly too. Give me Michigan 61, Texas A&M 59.
Ugh. How many wins over the Ken Palm top 25 does Texas A&M have since January 1st?
One,
Two.
two,
How many wins over the Ken Palm top 25 does Michigan have in the last 6 days?
three.
Three. I got A&M. We'll have a recap up.
It is March, and that means that March Madness is upon us. And if you are looking for a place to play, Underdog Fantasy has you covered. Sign up and deposit using code SLEEPERS, that's code SLEEPERS, to receive up to $1,000 in bonus credit plus a free pick. Head over to Underdog Fantasy today and use promo code SLEEPERS to take advantage of this amazing offer.